my god, Suvi.
What's there with y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Urban Review. Hold on. Let's make sure we keeping the Middle East in our prayers, man. We got the holidays coming up and these folks will never be here to enjoy a holiday again. Let's keep that in mind and push positivity, man. Now let's get straight into the review, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment at the end of the video. The sea snake, Lord of the Tides, got injured over there in the stepping stones, and now we see his brother lurking on his house seat. Daemon Velaryon seemed like he's been preying on his sea snake's downfall his whole life. Rhaenyra Targaryen is serving as a substitute for House Velaryon, and it looked like Daemon was gonna go up there and snatch her off the throne and shit. Look at that. Look at Rhaenyra's granddaughter acting like she was finna do something and shit. Why you studs like that? Now, we already know the sea snake's son didn't have any real babies with Rhaenyra, and how Rhaenyra's kids are having the last name Velaryon without them being blood related. Those two factors are running through Daemon's mind, thinking that House Velaryon would die if they have one of the strong sons on the throne. We get a scene come, we see Rhaenyra and Daemon plotting on their next move, man. Oh Lord, this get good right here. Rhaenyra wants to officially marry Daemon to strengthen her claim to the Iron Throne. Daemon talking about, wait a minute, I like the idea, but you can't marry me unless Laenor's dead. Rhaenyra looks at him and says, I know. Wait a minute, hold on. Now, we already know what Laenor's nature is and shit. If you weren't trying to be with Laenor and shit, you should have got his ass gone a long time ago and shit. Now, all of a sudden, she willing to do whatever she need to do. Now, that's character development, I guess. But let's get back into it. We get a scene cut, we see Daemon staring off into the distance in a hoodie like he finna step on something. This turns out to be a meeting with Sir Carl, Laenor's lover. Or his new one, I guess. You know the other one that died, got his face smashed in by Kristen Cole. Daemon gets close to Sir Carl. Look how close he is, excuse me. Daemon gets up close and says there are places across the narrow sea. I'm sorry, I gotta say this. I wouldn't be in no man's face and shit. I already know the nature and shit, man. And all that. Sir Carl already think he finna pull a move and get a little kiss or something. We don't know. No offense to y'all that be on there. Hey, shit. Let me get back to it, man. Sir Carl says, what are you asking of me, my lord? Like he finna do a split right there and shit for Daemon. I said, my bad, bro. Hey, instead of focusing on that, man, just focus on what I'm saying, the positive I'm saying. Let's keep the Middle East in our prayers, man. Children are dying. Let me get back into the video, man. Daemon looks at Sir Carl and says, a quick little death. We get a scene cut, we see this man walking through a door, and all of a sudden we see Daemon snatch him up and put him in a chokehold and shit, bro. Daemon got this Daemon got this man grabbing for air, and he snaps his neck over there in the hall and shit, man. Scene switches over and we see Leanor walk in on Carl in the sea snake hall. Carl talking about, you've always looked down on me, and pulls his sword out. Leanor says, you forget yourself and gets ready to step on something. The little squire and shit says, my lord, please, and tries to stop it. He gets pushed out the way and shit, man. Look at her. The squire runs off to alert the guards. The two start going at it and shit, clashing their swords. The sea snake and Rhaenys run into the hall and see this body burnt up in the fire and shit, man. Rhaenys crawls to the burnt body and cries her eyes out. Sea snake snatches one of the guards up and says, how could you let this happen in my hall and shit, man? We get a scene cut, we see Rhaenyra and Daemon over there happily getting married and shit, man. Had Laenor fake his death and shit. Hold on. We'll explain this in a second. Now, this was a stunt right here, so Laenor can run off to the little island with his lover and shit, and Rhaenyra could happily marry Daemon without anything coming up and shit, bro. Look at Laenor over there skipping to the boat and shit, man. Look, and he even cut his dreads off. Well, he had to cut his dreads off so nobody could recognize him. Skip into the boat and shit so he can run off to the island with their excuse me, I gotta watch this. Skip into the boat and shit so he can go over there and run off to the island and shit with his lover and shit, man. Now that was the stunt of the series and shit, man. We ain't see nothing like that. We probably won't see nothing like that in season 2. That man faked his death and shit so he can run off and shit with his lover. But the main purpose of the stunt was so Rhaenyra can marry Daemon in peace and shit. Nobody can say anything about their marriage if Laenor was dead. Now don't worry, this won't be the last time we see Laenor and shit, man. I'm already knowing he's coming back in season 2 or season 3, one of them. We might see Laenor come back to support Team Black. He's a dragon rider and shit, man. They need all the dragon riders they can get. Watch my little AI vids, man, the season 2 leaks. We know Daemon's gonna go around recruiting dragon riders and shit, man. Maybe Laenor will pop out. Hey, but that's all for this video, man. If you made it to the end of the video, man, much love to y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.